Hey guys, so this video I'm kind of filming spur of the moment because I'm just getting ready for the day. It is Saturday morning and it's like the first day where it's not cold, wet, and rainy in literally a month. This year it took April showers bring May flowers to a whole new level, and as someone who suffers with depression, I'm very affected by the weather. I mean, I like a rainy day every now and then, but when it's day in and day out and you don't have a drought, in fact your entire province is like flooding and people are losing their houses, it's crazy. You just want a freaking sunny day, you know what I mean? Anyways, the reason why I wanted to film this, I shouldn't have put my earrings in, but these are some of our new earrings. We're coming out with a bunch of new earrings and I'm just so happy with the way that CNC is evolving. Now that I have a little bit more of clarity in my mind, I'm so much more motivated and excited, and I think you guys can feel it too. Like, we've improved so many different things, from like the processing times, the envelopes, the packaging. Like, I'm really excited about all the changes that we are making and will continue to make and continue to grow and learn from. So the reason why I wanted to film this video is because I ordered the Jeffree Star Magic Star Concealer. I ordered it and it actually came really fast. I ordered it directly from the website. I did have to pay duties. I live in Canada and I had to pay about $30 in duties, and I got 2 concealers and a setting powder. I completely forgot that Beautylish does ship to Canada, so I'm going to be linking to Beautylish down below. I used to order like all my It Cosmetics CC creams from Beautylish because they didn't sell it at Sephora for a while. Okay, well I guess I'll just go over quickly what I have on my skin. This is probably one of my favorite primers. It's the Ole Henriksen Truth Banana Bright Face Primer. I'll put this on after my moisturizer and oils and everything, and I apply it before I apply my like Tarte Smoothing Primer, and I can really tell a difference when I use this versus when I don't. I also used the new Pharmacy Honey Grail Ultra Hydrating Face Oil. If you've been following me on Instagram or watching my videos, I've just been all about oil lately. I was gonna buy this, but then I was like, you know what, you better be good. Like, you're trying to use things up and not buy more. So I didn't, and it came in the mail, so I was really excited. For my foundation today, I just have a mixture of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, which I get at Ulta. And I do really like mixing it with my Armani Luminous Silk, but apparently I am blind, and even though it was right in front of me, I couldn't find it. So since this is like just more of like an everyday look, not so full coverage, I mixed about 1 pump of the It Cosmetics CC cream, which has SPF. The Jeffree Star Concealer, I was really intrigued by because I just feel like, you know, Jeffree Star is very, not critical, but he's definitely like not an easy critic when it comes to makeup. He has his own makeup line, and I really like that he's not the type of person who's like, if I have a makeup line, I can't support other makeup lines. Like, I just think that is the stupidest ideology to have. I'm not part of the mindset where it's like only one person can do it, and if someone else does it, oh my god, end of the world. Like, you just have to be able to focus on your own lane. I really feel like you should be competing with yourself. For motivation, like, we don't look at other people, we look at our numbers, we look at our analytics and stuff like that. Anyways, I did order 2 different shades because I found it really hard to figure out what shade I was gonna be. So I got the shade C9 and I got the shade C13. C13 is definitely lighter than C9. So I did try this once, and I will say that I found that it dried pretty quick. So I'm gonna do like one eye at a time, which I guess will be good for before and after. I don't know if you guys can see, but under my eyes, I have these lines, and if I go like that, there's always foundation and concealer in those lines, so it doesn't really bother me. This, I think on the box it says like creaseless or full coverage, long wearing, anti-aging properties, natural matte finish. This creamy formula comes in over 30 shades, helps even out skin tone, has 20% pigment, and can cover tattoos. So I'm gonna take the lighter shade. This is how I like to do my concealer. And I don't know if this is right. I mean, you can just do concealer however you want to do it, but I always bring it up a little bit on my nose. I bring the lighter one like closer to my eye, and then I do bring it down a little bit. So then I'm putting C9, which is like a pretty good color for me. I'm gonna take my e.l.f. blending sponge because I really don't like the Morphe sponges. I like a soft squishy sponge, and I find that the Morphe ones and the Eco Tools ones, Real Technique ones, are just too hard for me. This is the eye with the concealer. This is the eye without. I'm gonna take a little bit of the lighter one again and just kind of bring it to the area that I tend to get a little bit darker. So that's one eye. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other. And I know a big thing with this concealer is the fact that there's a lot of product on the brush, and I do agree there's a lot, like you don't need to dip it a million times. However, the first time I did it, I used it, well, the only other time I used it, I did it all over and I found that it dried really fast and wasn't as easy to blend. I do find that it looks really nice in person. And again, I'm just gonna take a little bit. And I saw Nikki Tutorials put concealer there. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it today. Now my concealer is all blended in. I actually think my skin looks really, really nice. Concealer is just gonna set a little bit, and I'm gonna take my Tom Ford product that I love and the Morphe brush. I don't know if I just have weird eyes, but no matter what concealer I use, I get it in those lines. So I'm not holding it against anyone's brand or anything like that. I got the banana powder. It smells really good. I'm gonna put a little bit of the yellow in here along with the Coty Airspun because I find that alone, it is a little too yellow for me. So I like mixing it in with the Coty Airspun, which is one of my favorite powders. I'm just gonna dip my sponge in, tap off the excess, and then start tapping it in. I don't want a lot of powder to go onto like my cheeks because I feel like I have a really nice natural glow. So when I bake, I really try and keep it like that in that area, same on this cheek. But I do find that my makeup tends to slip a little bit more like on, wow, cool. I find that makeup does seem to like, if I'm like this, so I do always like to set here and I do kind of just go underneath. Okay, when I tell you that it looks airbrushed right here, I'm not lying. It looks really, really good. The banana shade. I can't say that the banana shade would be my favorite. My sister I think she got the rose one, so I might steal it from her to try it, but I love the formula of this powder. It's super finely milled and it just looks like it's skin. I'm very impressed. I'm gonna take a little bit and just work it into my face here. I'm gonna go finish off the rest of my makeup, charge my battery, and then I'm gonna come back and give you my final thoughts. I have to say that I think under my eyes, I would like maybe like a translucent powder more. I know that banana is supposed to be brightening, but sometimes I find it can look a little bit dark, which is why I mixed it. Okay, so I just finished getting, oh my God. This liquid lipstick by Rihanna or Fenty. The color is an Unbutton. It always ends up on my lips and it looks like way darker than it actually is in person, but I'm gonna put on like a nude lip. And I scraped off so much of that lipstick. I don't understand how so much came on. So for my eyes, I just used the Kylie Jenner bronze palette and I used the color Topaz, Citrine, and Court. I'm gonna go ahead and swoop away all of the powder. Do you see what I mean though by like not putting, like not baking all the way like on basically on this strip of the cheek? Like it still gives you a lot of a natural glow, even if some powder, like even if you wash, like bring everything else over, it still looks really good. So now we're gonna do some light powder contouring. I'm just gonna take the Morphe Icon Bronzer. I can't find the brush I normally do my nose with, so we're just gonna do a very easy, quick contour today. And then it's time for some highlighter since I want to keep it a little bit more natural today. I'm gonna start off by putting this Tom Ford, like the white part. And then just to finish it off, my favorite highlighter, makeup it on the nose. And then just to set the face, I'm gonna take some of this Anastasia Dewy Set. Oh, gloss, geez. This is like my favorite gloss right now. It's by Pat McGrath. My makeup is now done. From far, I have to say my skin looks super, super smooth. I would say that the powders are where it's at. In terms of the concealer, is it a good concealer? Yeah. Is it my all-time favorite concealer? No. And I do think that you get more bang for your buck with other products that I like more. You know, I haven't played with this as much. I'm not like completely blown away. Like I still feel like there's a little bit of darkness, but the powder, oh my gosh, I love this powder and I will definitely be getting another color or two. The way that it just sets and just kind of like melts everything on your skin, I think is beautiful. My under eyes look really nice and set. I loved it here. It made my skin look just like perfectly set, flawless, even velvet skin. So I have to say that if you are interested in the concealers, if you like Jeffree and you're curious and you can afford it and you want to try it, then absolutely give it a go. But if you are in Canada and you have to pay duties and this and that, it's not the best. Is it good? Yes. I don't know. I'm just not like, oh my god, this is like a game changer for me. The packaging, I know some people have been saying that their little star thing has come off. Both of mine seem pretty on. It is pretty sharp, so you know, as a woman, maybe I should just keep this in my purse, and if anyone comes near me, like, this must hurt actually. After my Target experience, I was like, I need to get like pepper spray or some sort of thing, but maybe I should just keep this in my purse. Is the packaging necessarily 100% my style? No. This is very Jeffree Star, so when it's his makeup brand, so obviously it's gonna reflect his personal style. Sorry about that, my camera actually died, so I'm gonna go ahead and charge it, and then I'm also gonna finish up this portion. See, this lipstick keeps getting on my teeth, it's so annoying. I'm gonna finish up this portion on my iPhone, but that way you guys can get a different look because cameras are different, you know what I mean? This is just iPhone. Overall, I have to say I am loving the powder. The concealer, I'll use it, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it unless my feelings really change. But so far, so good. Okay, so it's a few hours later. It's 7:30, so it's been on for a few hours. We're about to go take Leo for a walk and maybe go see a movie, so I just wanted to do a little bit of a check-in. I think my skin overall looks really good. The only thing is if I go like that, I can see the creases, but other than that, I'm not really seeing anything, and I do like the way my skin is holding up. Everything's staying really well.